What's going on, people? Welcome back to another video. Now, it is very, very chaotic here at the unit this morning. As you can see, I have got a pile of parts absolutely everywhere. If you didn't watch the last video, you would have seen we picked up loads of the rear boot interior. So now I got a complete interior for the boot. I got some seats now, got a driver's seat because I was missing that. These are, I believe these are Zenki seats. I'm not actually that entirely sure, but more importantly, I did pick up a LSD diff. As you can see, both sides are turning the same way. So this is a big upgrade over the welded. So when I don't want to use welded, I can use the LSD. And I got a spare set of shafts as well, just in the event they do snap. But today is a big day because we have got Jamie up here this morning, who is kind enough to lend us some of his free time to cut the roof off and get the carbon one in, which is going to be very, very exciting. So make sure you stay tuned to the whole of the video to see how this is going to turn out.
So we start by cutting across here now.
Yeah.
If we can cut across this line nice in the channel, so it sits in the channel of the roof, and we'll drop down, come across here, so then this will drop down over the side by where the windows are.
As you can see, what Jamie has taken off, he's taken off the whole edge and then left this little lip in. As you can see, it's pretty straight, but we're going to hit that with the flabby anyway, just to clean up any edges and make it absolutely perfect. But the man is a wizard in his craft.
With a grinder.
With a grinder.
But not on grinder.
Not on grinder, just with a grinder.
We take up around here again a bit higher because of the way it's sat down over.
Yeah.
Because then that will allow us to push it over that way, which will get it nicer on that side as well. And I think we won't be far off then.
That should look pretty good.
Yeah.
I was a bit concerned if it was going to look a bit weird with the yellow even the edges, because nothing's covering it. But to be fair, that does actually, I do really like it.
Just finish the trimming off on those back corners now.
Yeah.
And then we'll see what it's going to be like for the final fit before we go attacking the roof.
Yes. Scary. Well, yeah, you know what you're doing.
Ish.
And then obviously inside we're going to be bonding that beam to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tidy. So we are all done with the carbon bit. We're pretty happy with that. So we've gone ahead, put the masking tape. It is 2-inch masking tape, which is exactly how we wanted to do this, to cut 2 inches in. So we got quite a lot of material to bond to. And then obviously we got all the structure inside, which is going to be bonding to. And Jamie has said, I gotta cut it, which is pretty scary. So we're going to go ahead and start cutting. Oh my God. Is it too late to weld it back on?
No.
No?
As long as we flap this now, the very edge to make it nice and tidy. We'll do the same under here, because if you ever do decide to strip it out, you're going to see this edge from underneath.
Yeah.
So we'll flap it all in, make all them nice and tidy. It might be worth, what we'll do then, we'll scotch the area just inside the outer edge of where the skin is.
Yeah.
So you've got a nice key to bond to. And then that's it really. You can touch the edge up if you wanted to with a bit of primer. just to stop a bit of corrosion and jobs together.
Beautiful. But anyway, it's a bit too late now to go back. This is the most surreal feeling in the world, having absolutely no roof on the car and someone who's having way too much fun doing so.
Cut them off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
I cannot begin to say how good this is looking. Jamie has absolutely killed it. Big thank you to Jamie. If you do want to see, he has got a lovely DC5 Time Attack Integra.
And a YouTube channel.
And a YouTube channel?
Yeah, just for my lamp, so
yeah.
No speaking on it, just track action.
Track action, but anyway, his Instagram's right here if you want to go check that out, so make sure you do. And this thing is looking absolutely insane. Look at that. That has fixed our roof issue of it being wavy, and we've taken a lot of weight out of the roof because that skin is really heavy, and we have made it look 10 times cooler with the carbon roof. And this is, oh my god, this thing cruising down the street is, oh, it's gonna look so gangster. Just look at that. That is amazing. And you probably just noticed beard's gone, stash is there, bit of a tidy up, you know. Thought I'd make myself look a bit more presentable again after looking a bit homeless for a while. But this thing is tough as hell. Obviously we got a little bit waist high by here where it just won't sit flush to the roof, but windscreen's going to sort that out anyway. And this thing is proper yeah,
Very nice.
very nice.
Very nice.
So cool. So anyway, I'm well happy with how that roof's turned out. But along with all these other parts I picked up for the 13, we've also picked up something that's probably quite controversial in the S13 world. And that is what I've got over here. And that is a 326 Power Wing. Now, there is a lot of debate whether these actually look good or don't. I personally like them. A lot of people do not, and I do not care what those people think. I will be putting this wing on my 13. There's somewhere over there. So what we're going to do, I think we're going to unbolt it, mock it up onto the car, and have a bit of a look how it's going to look. And then, obviously, we'll drill the holes in the boot before we paint it, just so we don't damage the paintwork, and get it on, because I think the 326 wing is so much better than the kooky wing that you get on Type X cars. I just feel like it sits up a bit too high and not as wide. And the 326 is just a more exaggerated version of that, which I much do prefer. So we're going to mock that up and have a quick little gander and see how it turns out. 326 wing on the 13. Yeah, boy. How can you hate it? Boy, that's actually so gangster. But anyway, Liam's just rocked up and he has just painted his EG. And this is the first time I'm actually seeing it in person. But the photos are just beautiful. You gotta look at this. Oh my God. Look at that.
Oh, wait there.
Boy, she's three-wheeling.
Go on, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, so.
Oh my God, I don't even think the camera's doing this justice. This thing is so good.
Hard.
Oh yeah. So if you're not up to scratch with your Honda knowledge, this is actually Midori green, which is a factory colour. I don't think we actually got it, but oh my god, this thing is absolutely stunning. Just look at it. But anyway, to be fair to Liam, he's absolutely smashed it out of the park with the Midori green EG. I know Tyler, the boy I bought my wheels off, he painted it for him and he's done an absolute phenomenal job. And Liam picked the colour. It's a real good choice, but we have got something a little different to get on with right now. And that is my missus's Lupo. I gotta check some new wiper arms on it because these arms aren't a spring in it, or something's nagged, it's not pushing against the screen properly, so I gotta check those on. I also gotta check, see if she got any water in it, because she is a girl and obviously doesn't know how to check. So she's opening the bonnet and we'll just check some oil and water on her, make sure it's running well before it's scrapped like the EP.
It's the wrong one.
These are for a left-hand drive one. Right, got the wrong ones. These are for a left-hand drive car. Very, very interesting. No, they can't. You think they'd be the same? They reversed.
Flip it upside down.
To fit that way. Right, looks like we're going back to the old wiper because I've ordered left-hand drive ones. Didn't know that was a thing. The more you know. Jazz is back.
What?
It's Wilkins' Jazz.
Oh, that's fucking great.
Right, we have unsuccessfully done the wipers. This is not good. I think we'll switch them back round and order the correct right-hand drive wiper arms this time. Tilly.
You ordered them.
I didn't order them. I sent her the link. She should have checked before buying them.
No.
So after a bit of mess about with those wipers, we can't do it. So instead, let's get this wing on. We'll start taping up so we can do some markings and some big math calculations. So this does look straight and is straight because that's important. I don't want it looking wonky. So we'll get the tape on there, mark it up, drill some holes and get this actually fixed on and see what it actually is going to look like as one singular piece. Right, so with the markings, we've got one here, one there, one here, and one there. We're going to try mock up the wing and see how we're looking fitment wise before we start drilling, because I do not want to drill any more holes than I have to because it's going to leak border and we don't want that.
No, I love the fact that straight away the bone
I think we're looking pretty good. I would say it's pretty square. We'll double check with the measurements, but I guess say that's right. Yeah, I gotta go with ahead and say that's perfect. Right, so I've measured this about 4 million times just to make sure I'm happy with it. But I think this is as good as we're gonna get, so I'm just gonna start drilling. Well, certainly no going back from that. Let's see if it actually bolts up. So after a lot of messing around and re-drilling holes because I have no idea what I did, I've really messed up, but it is it is now on and is looking really good. It does look straight as well, and there's been a bit of bloodshed, but that is looking fat. Can't go over how nice that's looking. Obviously it's not bolted in properly, it's just got a few bolts loosely screwed in, but it is on there. And with the carbon roof, you know, it's gonna be a bit of a spicy build. And honestly, I cannot wait to get this thing out ripping. And honestly, Jamie has knocked it completely out the park with this carbon roof. I've got the cover on it now, but that's looking mega, 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 mega. And I can't thank him enough for doing it. So make sure you do go over and follow him. I'll put his Instagram back on screen by here. Go show him some love. But unfortunately, that is the end of today's video, and I do hope you guys did enjoy us getting the carbon roof on, getting the 326 power wing on, and really starting to finish this build. But anyway, if you did enjoy, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you lads all in the next video. Peace out.